Hello and welcome back to the channel. So in part 3, we are talking about deep meaning. Now this is straightforward, right? This is finding purpose in your job, that deep meaning. This is often closely attuned with projects that give you satisfaction. And it's right in the title. All of this stuff comes from a fascinating book that I got a lot out of, Arthur Brooks, Finding Success, Happiness, and Deep Purpose in the second half of life. And while finding that deep meaning may seem routine and an obvious path, many people never attain it because they don't really know what they're looking for in their career, or some people just go from job to job to job. Now, there are a lot of skeptics out there and believe they'll never find it. This is garbage. What are you talking about? These are all the cynical people that we may know, because to get deep meaning, you have to do a little soul searching, right? You have to find your meaning, your purpose. This can get very philosophical very quickly, and I lose a lot of people on this one. But in essence, to find deep meaning, you have to go on a little mini journey in your soul, in your mind, in your heart, and you have to discover 3 things: coherence, purpose, and significance. Now, coherence is the belief that things happen for a reason, right? Maybe you're a surgeon, and why are you in clinic? The reason why you're in clinic is to find those surgical cases, find those people that you can help with your surgical hands. And this is a little bit in the clouds, yes, believing that things happen for a reason. But if you choose to believe that I am here, I'm in clinic, or I'm in the hospital to do this job or do this, well, then it can help you find your deep meaning. The next is purpose, right? You are here to do something, right? I am here to do service at my university. Well, in order to build on my career to attain that next goal. And the third is significance, right? This is the belief that, yes, your life matters. Now, this is fairly understandable for physicians because we're here, we're helping people, taking care of patients, but perhaps in corporate America, where you're just in the middle of a cubicle and you're not really in contact with anyone else all day, you kind of wonder, am I really making a difference here? Am I really doing anything in the world? So sometimes you must ask yourself, right? Do you lack meaning in your life? Arthur Brooks talks about this contrasting situation of some people live their lives by the, well, if it feels good, do it, right? That's the limbic system talking. And if it hurts, make it stop, right? Avoid the suffering. Nowadays, kids are often being told suffering is something to just get rid of, eliminate, avoid the hard path. However, suffering builds character. A lot of people say that younger generations do not have the same grit as their parents or their grandparents. And there is a great book titled exactly that, Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance by Angela Duckworth. Incredible book. Recommend it. And it teaches you to embrace the struggle, right? Welcome the strife. Develop your grit. So in essence, happiness requires unhappiness, right? This is the satisfaction piece returning. Doing something that is a struggle. Defer that instant gratification for the deferred satisfaction. This is why satisfaction and meaning often go together. Now, suffering is easy to find in medicine, right? The hard path is right there. There is no easy path. Medical school for me was very tough. But you don't have to avoid the struggle. In fact, it can help you find your deep meaning. So to answer the question, how do you find meaning in life? Medical school is a time of struggle, of suffering and unhappiness. It is very easy to lose your way until you welcome the struggle with open arms and take it in. And then this brings together the 3 components of obtaining true happiness. 1, you need enjoyment, right, to keep us going. 2, you need to work on long-term projects such as midterms and finals, rotating through wards in medical school, things like that, to recognize these as long-term projects, not just annoying, difficult tests and exams to take. And then making these as goals, these goals can bring us satisfaction. And the third one, usually for physicians, the deep meaning is there. It is inherent to the job. But you need to search for that coherence, purpose, and significance. And that is the ringer. That is the home run to take you to the home plate of happiness. And in the end, to improve our sadness and obtain true happiness, we just need to find those 3 things. And these are all independent of whatever might be going on at your work or school. This is not dependent on any change in the system that you might be very frustrated about. We all hear people say, oh, I'd only be happy if my work did this. Oh, I'd only be happy if this thing changed. These are all independent of that. You can start right now on attaining enjoyment, satisfaction, and deep meaning. And yes, I get a little philosophical sometimes myself. I go into full-on deep thoughts mode and just go all Aristotle on you. But this is very useful. And an example of this is when the Dalai Lama, in a live cast to 14 million people during the pandemic, when everyone was sheltered in place and isolated and miserable, he was asked the question, how do I get lasting satisfaction and meaning in life? And the answer was elegant, simple, and many of you have heard this already, but now it might carry a little more deeper meaning. He simply said, we need to learn how to want what we have, not to have what you want, in order to get steady and stable happiness. And once you figure out how to want less, it becomes so liberating, right? Social media has ruined us. Scrolling for endless dopamine hits does not help. FOMO is so detrimental, watching what everyone else is doing when they're only showing you the good side of their lives, right? Wanting more, wanting what others have. The grass is greener, the hedonic treadmill. This is all not healthy for us. So beware of seeking those extrinsic rewards, money, power, pleasure, fame, as it may not bring you true peace or happiness. Now, this may not be your true path to happiness, but I'm trying to open doors to those who report feelings of sadness on a daily basis. We have annual wellness surveys at the university, and there is a very clear, non-zero number of physicians who are reporting sadness, feelings of sadness, every day at work. And, well, that's sad. So I hope that people instead strive to seek enjoyment, right, which is pleasure plus people plus memories, satisfaction in your work, right, grit is good, that deferred satisfaction, and ultimately deep meaning, finding that coherence, purpose, and significance. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly learned a lot when I first came across this and wanted to share it. I look forward to learning more about wellness, and I hope you can join me for the ride. And I hope you have an enjoying, satisfying, and meaningful day.